Tess. She's not the best. What's up, nerds? Before we get started, I just want to say a quick thanks to our sponsor for this video. Who am I kidding? I don't have a sponsor. I barely have over 100 subscribers. Whatever, me, right? On a serious note, thank you for those who have hit that sub button and shared some kind words. Lord knows we need as much positivity as we can get in these dark times known as 2020 to lift each other up when we feel all hope is lost.
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
So with that being said, from the bottom of my heart, I want you all to know that
you suck at this game and I banged your mom.
Joking.
You don't suck at this game.
Tess Greymane. Did you know she's a princess? Yep, and her brother died, so she is now the heir to the throne of the kingdom of Gilneas. I'd marry her for her money, no lie. I'll be a kept man, I have no shame. So she's one of the 3 new heroes in Battlegrounds. Upon first look, that ass. On second look, I thought she would be much stronger. Her hero power is Bob's Burgles.
Oh my god, I just drank from a lizard's butt.
Refresh Bob's Tavern with minions from your opponent's warband. As I initially was thinking about this hero power, using my somewhat smaller than average sized brain, I assumed it would be strong for a few reasons. First being, what kinds of minions are your opponents usually buying? Good ones. You normally don't see the other people in the lobby buying crappy units, normally. So for 1 gold, you refresh the tavern with a bunch of good minions. Second, what else do your opponents tend to have on their boards? Pairs. Don't be shy, class. Go ahead and just shout out the answers when you know them. So my assumption was that assuming you don't get steamrolled in the early game, and assume to begin to hero power when you get to Tavern 3, I assumed to be able to buy these strong minions from my opponent's last warband, picking up strong units, pairs, and triples along the way. While in theory this is true, in practice it's a little different. At times it feels hard to get consistent value from your hero power, and you often just don't want what your opponent has to offer. Plus, this isn't a hero power that allows you to gain tempo in the early game like Yogg and Sunstrider, the one that gives you those huge power spike turns like Eudora,
Death to Eudora,
or Daryl. Her strength feels closer to that of a Toki. Every few turns you'll spike something strong when using your hero power, but there will also be times when you get 0 value out of it. However, with more practice, I feel like I'll begin to understand the nuances of that ass. I mean, her hero power, and will start to get higher average placements with Tess. So back to the gameplay. Nothing too noteworthy to talk about. My game plan is to follow the standard leveling curve, and then look to begin to gain value for my hero power once I level up to Tavern 3 at 8 gold. But here I want to try and hit the War Leader pair. Worst case scenario, I don't hit it and sell off my token minion to just pick up a Spawn or even the Tide Hunter, which is what happens. I'm not offered the War Leader, so I grab the Tide Hunter. And oh goody, a Eudora on 7 gold. Luckily this Eudora doesn't know what she's doing and decided to dig for her golden unit before she leveled to Tavern 3, and I don't get bludgeoned for 10 plus health there. Grab the Macaw and the second selfless hero. I'd like to say I have a plan, but in all honesty I don't. I'm doing something called winging it. lose that fight, but I'm gifted with a triple. Grab the Bagurgle and I'm feeling better about my life now. But here is an example of how this hero power can be strong. Nozdormu has a few minions in which I can benefit from, a macaw and a pair of war leaders. So after I establish my princess dominance over the dragon, I'll hero power and look to grab at least 2, hopefully 3 of those units. Grab the war leader in the tavern and then hero power. Take my triple and discover my oldest friend Brant. Grab the other macaw and just hold the Brant. Next turn we'll level to 5 and we'll look to do Murloc things. Seriously? I hate you, Pyramid. Well, down to 13 health, things aren't looking so good. Still level though and roll into a Cold Light Seer, throw away one of the macaws since I need space on my board, and cross my fingers and close my eyes. This is one of those make or break turns. If I can win this fight, I should be in a good spot to stabilize. Unfortunately I don't, but looks like I'll live at 2 health and will most likely be fighting the ghost next. Oh, what the f***? Tide Seer. Primal Fin? Yup. Grab the Bagurgle. And triple Bagurgle. And Megasaur. And Divine Shield. Okay, we win. What, like you've never high rolled a buy phase before? Win the fight, but now you can see why this hero power is a bit lackluster. Nozdormu had literally nothing that I want this time around, so hero powering will literally just be a waste of gold. I notice Maiev is also playing Murloc, so I hold the second Felfin for a chance to discover a triple from her, in the case she has one on her board. I don't think we'll need the stats to win this fight. The Divine Shields should carry us. Oh wow, look at that juicy board. Hero power time. There's my nice little triple, and not just one, but 2 Bagurgles. Megasaur into poison, and then also grab the Wind Fury. I noticed that Jiraxis, to no one's surprise, is playing demons, and Nasdormo has moved to a beast build. So Wind Fury is great for decimating both of those kinds of builds. And then missed a golden opportunity rolling past the Murzond here. I could have gotten 2 additional Bagurgles. In worst case, I get nothing and still easily win the fight. But you can see what I mean when I talk about how her hero power doesn't get consistent value. Last turn, Nasdormo had nothing that I wanted, so I got 0 value for my hero power. This turn, Maiev had a board filled with minions I wanted to buy, and I got a ton of value from it. And this next buy phase, I will also get nothing since I don't want any of Jiraxis' demons. You know what minion I love late game against Death Rattle builds? Righteous Protector. He's just a little guy, but he has Divine Shield, so he not only soaks up a few hits, but can also deny a Death Rattle from being proc, giving you the edge in the fight. So easy final fight. My Wind Fury boy does his job and blows up the Macaw Beast build before it can even get going. I think Tess has potential, but like Toki, will require some high rolling with her hero power to win the lobby. There will be those turns where her hero power provides 0 value, but there will also be turns where you find a triple for a pair or a missing piece like a Bran or Baron to complete an endgame build. If there are any tips or strategies you all have found while playing Tess, don't be afraid to throw a comment down below. And also, why don't you subscribe to the channel? Something like 90% of my views on this channel are from 9 subscribers, and to be honest, it's taking a toll on my self-esteem. And since it's already dangerously low, help rescue me from darkness and despair, 1 sub at a time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you all can provide some actual insight into how to play Tess in the comments below. Catch you on the next one, nerds.